compromise the war against coronavirus. Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
Deputy President William Ruto has 10 days to fight for control or lose grip of critical structures of the ruling Jubilee Party. Changes recently announced in the party's powerful National Management Committee take effect in just over a week. KTN News understands that the battle for control of Jubilee Party could be headed to court as Ruto's allies prepare to lodge a petition before the political party's Disputes Resolution Tribunal to block the changes. KTN political reporter Muremi Mwangi has the latest on what looks like divorce proceedings in the ruling party.
Like a Zion train decorated in hope, promise and ambitions, the elegantly launched Jubilee Party would in 2016 have easily passed for the perfect wagon to land Deputy President William Ruto to the house on the hill after the then projected exit of his boss President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Launching the BBI.
Yet with the 2022 view blocked by a foggy Jubilee infighting that ironically preceded the even foggier obstacle that is the global COVID-19 pandemic. Ruto is separately embroiled in a vicious battle for control of the Jubilee train. His latest headache being how to block entry of 5 new members to the powerful Jubilee National Management Committee after Party Secretary General Raphael Tuju defied internal protests, including Ruto's, to publish the names.
They timed the Easter holiday, they timed the corona situation, and went and gave cooked fake minutes and gave them gave the registrar minutes of purporting to have nominated members to the National Management Committee.
But it now emerges that Ruto might only have just over a week to win, stall, or somewhat lose grip of the ruling party for good. Article 20 subsection 2 of the Reviewed Political Parties Act of 2017 dictates that upon expiry of 14 days from the date of publication, the party may, after taking into account any representations received from the public, effect the changes. This therefore means that Ruto's camp, including Tuju's own Deputy Secretary General, Soy Legislator Caleb Kositany, only have until 16th May to have their complaints addressed. A provision acting political parties registrar Nderitu confirmed to KTN News, adding that she had already forwarded all protest documents filed with her office after the publication to the Jubilee Secretariat. Insiders say Ruto's camp plans to file a protest petition before the political party's Disputes Resolution Tribunal, working on the assumption that the Jubilee Secretariat is unlikely to effect any arbitration of the dispute within the 2 weeks, as happened recently with the publication of the names.
We have got a habit in this country that we need to deal with, and we want to start dealing with it in Jubilee, whereby we form political parties, then we make them personal properties, and we always kill democracy or stifle the democracy of others by running a party as a personal property. This must stop.
But as it is now, the party leader has powers which we have given him through this constitution to institute any changes that he deems fit.
The 5 new committee members are Lucy Macharia, Marete Marango, Jen Namsapo, James Waweru, and ex-Kitutu Masaba legislator Walter Nyambati. Given that the committee sets the agenda for not only the National Executive Committee, but to some extent even the Parliamentary Group and the National Governing Council, analysts argue this committee has massive say on not only the Jubilee roadmap to the 2022 polls, but the technical nitty-gritties of any of the party's considerations for such engagements as pre- and post-election coalitions, a likelihood given steam by the surprise political truce between party boss President Kenyatta and former rival ODM leader Raila Odinga. And as the clock ticks fast to the May 16th deadline for the dispute resolution, the Jubilee House